All right, everybody. Hey, it's David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian, and today I want to ask a question. Can you kill something twice? The answer apparently is yes, because in Exodus 9, you have two incidents where God kills all the Egyptian cattle twice. Okay, which is incredible. Okay. And I'm going to start at verse 1 here. Exodus 9, verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and will hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing in the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. All right, so there you go. All the cattle, okay? That is the horses, the asses, the camels, the oxen, and the sheep. They're all dead now. That's it. Okay, let's go down to this will be verse 19. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof even until now. Send therefore now, and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field there shall not be brought home. The hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. And he that feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. Okay, well now, I thought that all of the cattle were dead. Every single one of them was killed. But here we have the servants of Pharaoh bringing the servants and the cattle into the houses. Okay. And he that regarded not the word of the Lord left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Lord said, Stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. And there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. And the hail smote throughout the land of Egypt all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field and brake every tree of the field. Okay, so God killed all of the cattle. Here in verse 6, he killed all the cattle of Egypt. And then here in verse, let's see. Here in verse 25, 19 to 25, he kills not all the cattle, but he kills most of it. For those who took their cattle and servants into the houses, their cattle didn't die. But how did he do this when he killed their cattle in verse 6? All of them. And later on, you have where Pharaoh finally lets the Israelites go, and they're going through the path in the Red Sea, and then Pharaoh and his army, who have horse-drawn chariots, chase them down into the Red Sea, into that path, and then they are killed after God, drowns them all in the Red Sea. But the horses were all killed before that. Okay, so this here is this is more evidence of the nonsense, the inconsistencies and accuracies in this Bible. I see that there's a whole bunch of authors Okay, they just, for some reason, compiled this crap together. I don't know how they got it all together, but it's like different authors writing different things, okay? I don't know if they heard of other myths like this, stuff that happened, and they thought, well, that'd be a good thing to write about, you know. I don't know really how this came about, but anyway, bullshit. That's what this is. If you're a Christian and you read this and you don't see the nonsense here, then you're really blind. You need to wake up and you need to realize that this book, just, doesn't make sense. It's mythology. That's all it is. It's mythology. Okay? I believe Moses was a myth. He was just this larger-than-life figure. He was kind of like, Greek mythology. You have your heroes, okay? Moses was a hero, okay? Because he was larger than life. Him and God were talking with each other and all that stuff. So, so that's pretty much all I have right now. And I will continue because there's a lot. I have it would be a total of 700 inconsistencies that I downloaded that I'm checking out right now. 700. Okay? In a book that is Christians claim to be inerrant. And I heard one guy say, and this was on, I think, a Pine Creek podcast years ago, where a youth minister said that he believes that the Bible is inerrant in its back when they first, compiled it. Which means, hey, we can't go back there and we can't figure out, okay, if this is true or not. Okay? And that's kind of an argument like Christians have about evolution. Okay, well, they say millions and billions of years, and that just is, you can't prove it, so they can just say that, and then you don't have any evidence to the contrary because, well, it's so far long ago. I mean, well, that's what this guy did, and other Christians do that too. So that's all I have for today. I'm going to stop talking. So until next time, let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, don't like. But until next time, I'm David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian.